At Valley Animal Center, we're caring for the animals who need us most. Dogs and cats battling medical challenges such as upper respiratory infections, severe skin conditions, many experiencing kennel stress, GI conditions, and many requiring surgical intervention. So we currently have about 80 plus dogs in our care in the moment. Juanita is one of the example of one of the medical cases that we're taking care of. I know her eye can be a little bit much to look at, but unfortunately we don't know what happened. It could have been some type of eye injury, some trauma, but she's a happy girl for the moment. We're also treating her for mange. As you can see, she came with 6 puppies. They no longer need to be with her, so we're kind of starting to help her get weaned off of them. She currently is on some eye medication to help with any inflammation or discomfort that she may be experiencing, but we are probably going to have to remove the eye. So if you remember Juanita, these are her children. Come here. There is about 6. There is one that's a little bit more critical, so she's not in here with them. But these guys, we noticed that they had very runny stool when we first got them, and so we sent out a panel to figure out what's going on. And luckily, we didn't test positive for parvo or anything like that, so they're good on that. But they did come back with 6 different intestinal parasites that we have already started taking care of. As you can see, I had to be super gowned up in here for them just to avoid any kind of cross-contamination. These 2 will require surgery sometime in the future once they're cleared from ringworm. Saza, the one in the front right now, is going to need a double eye enucleation, and the one in the back, which is the black and white one, will need one of her eyes closed up. These are the current cats in our ringworm room. And treatment can be anywhere from 2 weeks to a couple of months. It all depends on how fast we can get them cleared and ready for adoption. These cats are currently being treated for an upper respiratory infection. Treatment can last up to 3 weeks. Some of the common symptoms are anything from sneezing, a runny nose or eyes, discharge from the nose, coughing, fever, loss of appetite, and sometimes they can become lethargic. In this room, we house our cats that are positive for calicivirus. Calicivirus can cause sneezing, nasal congestion, inflammation of the eyes, discharge from the eyes as well. But the main symptom would be painful sores in their mouth, even sometimes on their body. Treatment can last anywhere up to 2 weeks, sometimes even 6 weeks. It really just depends on their healing journey. This is Hurley. Hurley has microphthalmia, which is a rare condition in cats that causes one or both eyes to be abnormally small. As we go along with having her, we will find out if she will need to have any type of surgical correction to her eyes. Uncle Fester was rescued from a local animal control agency, and he will need surgery in the future for his left eye because there is no eye in there, so we need to get that closed up. He's a little shy. We got him from also a local animal control facility. When we got him, he had a lot of swelling in his chest, and the more that we've kind of kept him for observation, we realized that he does have some kind of liver, something going on with his liver. His enzymes are a little bit elevated, so we're just kind of monitoring and making sure that he's going to be okay before he goes up for adoption. My little Miss Nessie girl. As you can see, she has double cherry eye, but that's not really a big concern for us at the moment because they're not really hurting her or causing any kind of discomfort. We are dealing with we're about maybe 3 weeks in of trying to deal and help her with a double ear infection that was pretty bad. We are finally have gotten the swelling down and getting her a little bit more comfortable, but it has been a little bit of a struggle. Also with her, she is going to be on meds probably for the rest of her life because we did some x-rays and it turns out that she does have some abnormalities in her bone structure, so it's probably causing her a little bit of arthritis. So we just want to make sure that she's comfortable while she's here with us before she goes up for adoption. This is Rihanna. Rihanna was also a recent return for us. As you can see, she's a little bit on the heavier side. So we have started her on weight loss food, and she also has, let me see if she'll let me. show you here because she can be a little specific. She has a mass on her foot that will require it to be removed, but since she is on the higher weight scale here, she is a risk under anesthesia, so that mass is not causing her any discomfort. So in the meantime, we're going to focus on her weight loss until she's at a good weight so that we can get her in surgery to get that removed and make her even more comfortable. This is Callie. Callie has been returned to us once again. This will be her second time. Unfortunately, not her fault at all, just circumstances that have changed in the family home. But if you take a closer look, you can see there is a little bit of an abnormality to her front legs. So we are going to be having her on anti-inflammatories for possible arthritis, as well as some joint supplements. Trubbish came to us from a local animal control as well. This is not what she looked like at all when we first got her. She had a really bad case of mange with some secondary skin infections, but we finally have them under control, and as you can see, her beautiful hair is starting to grow back. We suspect that she's going to be on meds for a while still, because right now she's still on medicated baths at least 2 to 3 times a week to help her with the itchiness. So this is Zelda. Zelda, like a lot of dogs, can experience stress and anxiety in a shelter setting, especially when you're hearing all these dogs all day. So she has to be put on a medication to help her reduce that stress, like many of our dogs that we have here as well. And we try to keep them on that as long as they're here, just to help them feel more comfortable, along with enrichment. This is Cole. I don't know if anybody remembers, but we recently posted a video of him. He's the one that came in super matted. This is him after. Right now, these dogs that you see here are being treated for kennel cough. It's about a 2-week treatment, as long as, you know, everything goes as planned. This is Lupita. We had to separate her from all the others because we started noticing that she was crashing. She had lower body temp. She is about 1/3 the size of her siblings. She is weighing at just about 1.25 pounds when everybody else is about almost hitting the 4-pound mark. She was not wanting to eat, so in order to help her with that and maintain her body weight, we decided to put her in our intensive care. We're working to heal them one day at a time, but we need your support. Please consider donating today.